Hi there, Pisces. Pisces, this is your weekly forecast for love and finance. Switching things up. So last year when I started these, I was doing bi-weekly. I'm going to switch over to weekly readings for the general collectives. And my goal is to make these shorter than they have been, because they've been pretty much 30 minutes. We'll see if I can get there, but we're all evolving, we're all changing. So thank you for bearing with me. If you're interested in a personal reading, please check out icanbecoaching.com under the services tab. I am still offering 2026 forecasts for all signs, all people, up until I think there's 1 week left in that, and then I'm closing that down. Afterwards, I also do have currently running still my 3 questions tarot. So that is something I record after receiving the questions on your mind. I send it to you. It's pretty long. I say it's only going to be 15-20 minutes, but they've all been longer so far. And I go pretty much as deep as we can go to help you out. That is also limited time only. I've decided to stop doing those because it takes a lot out of me. And try to get on if you want that, something like that. Try to get on board right away. I am going to continue to offer my tarot plus coaching services. I am a coach. I am a writer. I have a lot going on. I'm also a caregiver for my mother. And I have a dog who's kind of young still. And I travel back and forth not as much as I used to, but quite a bit from coast to coast. So all that being said, I am also in school. Just full transparency here. I'm in school getting my MBA. I'm also trying to further my life coaching and get my master's. So it's a lot. It's a lot. So I apologize for discontinuing some of my services, but that is a boundary that I have to draw. And so, please, if you're interested in the tarot's only readings, I'm only going to offer them for the rest of January, and then I'm cutting that out and it'll switch over to tarot plus coaching. All right. So all that being said, let's get started. Pisces. So I already felt like boundaries is an issue for you right now. Not sure who I'm tuning into, but if this kind of sounds like you, let me know in the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I appreciate the energy exchanges. That's how it happens, right? Likes, shares, comments, just general feedback. All right, so let's get into it. What's going on in your love life, Pisces collective? Okay. All right, maybe some of you are dealing with a Scorpio, or maybe Scorpio season was very important to you. Look, Scorpio is a very interesting energy. You can work with that. It's Tower, it's death, it's like lots of transformation, lots of possibility, okay? But it does create a lot of turmoil. So that's why this card here says outer turmoil. Battles, arguments, unnecessary conflicts. Feels their world is falling apart, literally. I mean, it's not, guys, is it? I hope not. Physical world filled with chaos, confusion, and destruction. So things that may have gone from just like inner chaos to outer chaos. I apologize for the background noise. Some of the people in this house can be loud at times. Others of you are dealing with a Capricorn. Capricorn season right now. Maybe that's part of what's going on. So Scorpio, here is a message from, if you are dealing with a Scorpio, here's a message from them. I am sorry for accusing you of things you didn't even do. I'm so used to people hurting me. I assumed you were just trying to hurt me too. I should have treated you better. Maybe you were misunderstood by someone in your life. I'm sorry for that. So let's just get into let's get into that quickly. Let's see. How do you feel about the person on your mind right now, Pisces? If those 3 cards resonate with you, how do you feel? Well, some of you are in a relationship. Oh, wow. But we have jealousy and envy and emotional pain coming out at the same time as relationships. So I love this deck. I always talk about it. Intuitive Kev's decks. I have all three. I love how, I don't know, he's very creative. He's very passionate about his work. He's a reader as well. So I encourage you, if you're interested in collective readings or zodiac readings, to check out his channel. Your relationship right now is filled with turmoil. You know, yes, you're in a relationship, but again, emotional pain. Somehow there's jealousy, envy, and also there's a surprise coming up. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm, or someone else who's a diviner, sending you messages about this situation. But that's how you're feeling about your relationship in general and the person on your mind. So overall, it's a pretty tough energy to be in. Before I began this reading, I did feel a surge in my hands, like a need for you to release something, whether it was feeling like you have to control the situation or the outcome, or surrender. You know, surrender it to spirit, surrender it to the universe, surrender it to your ancestors, your angels, your team, whoever your team is out there in the spiritual realm. Release that like need to like control what you think should happen or could happen in this situation. Allow things to unfold naturally. Okay, so let's just see. Pisces, what is your current energy towards the person on your mind? So you have rising star, and maybe someone has some sort of health concern, or maybe actually that feels more like a receding energy. So what else, Spirit? So you see them as a rising star. Not jealousy. Animosity came out again. Maybe you guys, some of you are in the court system. You know, the negative energy, it's interesting. Like, I don't know how this applies, but you're feeling a little bit of, I don't want to say animosity. I do think it's like you if you are in a court system, it's because you legally are in a battle with them. Either that or it's like a karmic battle. Maybe both, you know, maybe you're like, I just want justice to play out. You see them as having it all. And you see them as having a gift. Maybe following their intuition. But yeah, with mentally and emotionally unstable at the back, this feels very painful for you. And again, that's probably what you have to release. Release the outcome. You've probably done your part to ensure a just outcome in this situation. Let's see. All right. That's how you were feeling, but let's see. What is the energy of the person on your mind? What is the energy that they are exhibiting towards you? This is just energy. So energy never lies. You feel it. Again, they see you as being in a relationship. Interesting. Wow, there's a lot of cards that just came out. I don't know if all of these... They're also experiencing emotional pain, by the way. Relationship. Wow. I feel like their hands are a little bit tied by a situation. I'm not sure if the person on your mind definitely feels like this is a twin flame connection. Maybe they don't consciously know, right? But a part of them does, right? A part of them does. Now, there is some good energy. Excuse me a second, please. Okay, so Pisces, sorry about the interruption. let's see. Let's get back to it. So, listen. They acknowledge that this has been a relationship. It probably still is. I don't know. For some of you, maybe you're in the process of releasing it. Maybe some of you are still fighting for it. Their energy towards you, nice guy, twin flame, relationship. However, I do see other cards. Emotional pain, manipulation. To go with manipulation, bondage, karmic femme. This may be an external party. And I do feel it is, actually, because I think your relationship itself was and is a twin flame connection. There might have been a third party on their end, and you need to know that there is pain. Now, I also do see, again, the divination card, and I also see the surprise card. So I don't know if they're also listening to readings. Maybe some of them are. They're thinking about you. You're heavy in their thoughts. Some of you, again, like maybe there is a third party that came in. I don't even want to say in between the two of you. I do want to say that karmics happen in twin flame connections. It's often part of the process of growth that you and the person that you're dealing with, who is maybe your twin flame, have to deal with. Twin flames are they're not some sort of beautiful journey, huh? It's more about your inner journey and what they reveal. Your partner, your twin flame, reveals about you and you about them. You often spend less time in physical union than, well, apart. And there are partners that one or both of you may have throughout that whole relationship, but the ultimate point is for a spiritual union. This is a big if, right? If both souls actually evolve to the point where, and ascend to the point where they're on the same timeline again. It may take many lifetimes, and it may never happen. If it doesn't happen, if you believe in this stuff, Spirit does promise you a soulmate. And I want you to know that you're not bound. You're not bound to a twin flame journey. You're not bound to suffer and feel pain. What you must do, if you're resonating with this, and I think I'm saying that all of this because there's someone out there who is going through it, is release the emotional pain and instability that you're feeling as a result of this connection. Release it to your spirit team. Someone is coming across as listening from the higher plane. Someone who, this high honor card, I feel it. Oftentimes for me, it has represented my father. So I feel this. There is someone out there who's looking out for you from the other side. And the promise there is that you will have a soulmate who helps you heal your pain. All right. But I do, from a coaching standpoint, I want you to know that your journey, part of that growth is for you to heal yourself too, okay? All right, so let's see. Let's see something. Spirit, what is the current situation between Pisces and their person? Where do things stand at this time? Roller coaster, unexpected, spontaneous, insatiable. Someone's watching someone else on social media. And there is a history there's a lot of history between the two of you, but it's not happy history, right? It's like a mixed history, roller coaster. It's been like up and down. And I felt that already. can't get enough of each other. It's like you're drawn to each other like magnets, right? But that's the whole thing about twin flames. You're drawn to each other, and then sometimes you repel each other. Sometimes the poles reverse, right? Pop up. So it's like a Knight of Wands energy. Like, yeah, you never know when you're gonna get together and have a good time. You are watching each other, but this is a mutual energy, I think. Watching each other on social media, whether you've blocked them or not. Someone has a fake profile, probably. Okay, so look, no judgment, okay? I'm just reading the cards and channeling what Spirit is sharing with me about your situation. It's the new year, okay? And I want you to have the best year ever. I'm on team Pisces. Team Pisces who's watching this, okay? All right, so let's see. So for Team Pisces, Spirit, what is your advice if Pisces is resonating with this message? What is your advice for Pisces? That flipped. Interesting. Tell me more. What's okay? Those are in the cross. Yeah. So you're trying to mend a Three of Swords, a broken heart, and the thing is, yeah, dang, it's time for you to strategize an exit plan. Is what I want to say. These are all coming in crossed. Yeah. You really need to work. Yeah. That's what it is. You really need to work on walking away from this situation and healing your own heart. Remove your energy, okay? Queen of Wands reversed. You may come across as the bad guy for a moment, but you need to remove your energy from this situation and allow your own. You got to do it. And in order to allow this Three of Swords betrayal, heartbreak, pain to dissipate, my gosh, the in and out, hot and cold, not getting a focused, consistent energy from someone is not acceptable. If you resonate with being either a divine feminine or a divine masculine, and I do see that, you need to realize that you deserve more. And walking away is sometimes the best way to get it. Give it to yourself and then receive it from the universe in another form, in the form of either animals, spirit, another person, and yourself. Give it to yourself. So Knight of Wands, this is like, and it came crossed. So you're just coming up as really, and it came with the Three of Swords. So I want to tell you that you're in the process. You're in the process of healing, and it will take time, but you have not been consistently taking action to ensure that healing process. Does that, I repeated 2 words there. You have been inconsistent about your healing journey, okay? Yes, you're removing your energy from that situation, but give that energy back to yourself. A Queen of Wands reversed is not the kind of energy that you want to be in, right? A Queen of Wands upright knows her own worth, her own value. She glows up. She focuses on eating better foods, healing by going out and exercising, taking care of not her, but it's a queen energy that came out, their body, their soul. They are working on that actively. So what Spirit is saying is when you do that, then you will be okay. Right now, the Spirit is asking you to pause whatever way you've been trying to heal and work on your own sovereignty, the Emperor. Work on that. And yeah, absolutely. Time for you to walk away Yeah, look at what you're walking away from. I know, it hurts. It was love. It is love. You can acknowledge that, yes, I'm walking away from a Two of Cups situation, but guess what? A Two of Cups situation is not a Ten of Cups situation. It's love. It's a foundation of love, but it's not like you built that foundation into something stable and lasting and emotionally fulfilling. You started to build it, and the attraction is real and the love is real, but also your peace of mind is more valuable than that. The love you have for yourself needs to outweigh the love that you have for that person at this time. Not necessarily forever. For those of you who are like, oh shit, I really wanted it to work out. It's not a forever. It's a for now. It's a for now. Let justice play out. Let the justice play out, okay? So Pisces, I can get more advice for you for this week, huh? That was a mouthful of advice, and I didn't even get into your career yet. Okay, relationship advice for Pisces for the coming, we'll say for the coming weeks, okay? Not just this week. Yeah, exactly what I said. It's okay to feel sadness and grief. The Five of Cups that you're feeling, it's real. It's real. But look, you got two cups still full that you don't even acknowledge right now. It's time for you to move ahead with your life. Chariot, release this to the universe, the wheel. Release the need to control the outcome. I mean, that was the message that I heard before this reading, and it continues throughout. I love this because what I see is you taking control of your life. And eventually a Knight of Cups will come towards you. I do see you as a queen, and the Empress is back there though. So, not saying you are female if you're watching this and this is resonating, but many of you may be associating more with their feminine side at this time. Okay, so Spirit, what is the next action, most likely action that Pisces' person, the person on your mind, wow, I want to see that, Justice, will take towards Pisces? What is their, oh my God, it's too many cards. What is their next most likely action? I'm recording here because it's a little bit more quiet than out in my normal spaces, which are all occupied right now. So it's a little bit awkward. This table is too high. Okay, so let's see. What's there? Maybe they're not going to make a move. Maybe that's why nothing's coming out. Hermit at the back. So what I just said, they're not necessarily going to make a move. They're going within, and they need to go within, okay? They're working on themselves. That's what I see here. I see Page of Pentacles, Emperor, Nine of Cups, and the Magician. So Page of Pentacles, someone who's taking little steps, maybe here and there, they're going to send you small offerings. Maybe if this is something that isn't a court system, that's what that is. Like, okay, well, here's the ruling. But ultimately, they too are going to take control of their own life. Emperor, Nine of Cups, Magician. This is someone who's working heavily on their own emotional fulfillment and manifesting what they want for their own independence. You know, Nine of Cups and Emperor and Magician, they're all very sovereign cards. They're all very much like, I'm cool on my own, thank you very much. If they give you anything, it's going to be in this little Page of Pentacles energy. So that's like just like a check-in here and there. And I don't see an injustice being done here. I actually feel like they do need to go within at this point and be the hermit and think about what is truly important to them. So please do not expect like a grand, excuse me, a grand gesture of love. They're not going to go there. They have themselves a throat chakra blockage right now, communication blockage. I don't like their energy. So yeah, I want you to know that. Don't expect anything grand, okay? Work on yourself. Work on your own independence, you know? Take that advice. Like, take their actions as advice too, right? So Spirit, let's switch gears for Pisces. I wanted to quickly do a, let's see, weekly quick career check-in for you. Celebrate, risk, beware. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So first of all, there is a card here asking you to be prudent. Things are not what they seem. I don't know what this is about. This, if you are in the middle of a court ruling or some sort of justice system battle, be careful. Careful who you talk to. Careful who you talk to regarding money or business matters. Don't make any type of financial commitments right now. Okay, sure. So this, if you are in the middle of a legal issue, please double check with multiple sets of eyes, I would say. Take a risk for others of you. Take a calculated risk. It's sometimes necessary in order to advance. Have the courage to face the fear of uncertainty. Absolutely. That applies to all aspects of life. Don't focus on the outcome. I think you really need to hear this. Don't focus on the outcome. The odds are better than you think. Okay. Counts for your love life too. And celebrate. You've accomplished so much and you will accomplish much more. Take some time off and celebrate your success. You deserve it. I don't know if some of you have already had some success or promotion or something wonderful happening in your career or financial life, but take the time to acknowledge the hard work that it took for you to get to that point. You, celebrate you. There may be an unforeseen increase in your income. Okay, well, I have to know. If this truly happens for you guys, let me know. All right. The last card that I had there on the back, it said beauty, and that just reminds me of Queen of Wands. Time for you to glow up again, okay? All right, my loves. Please have a lovely week, and I will talk to you later.